All right, everyone, buckle up because the First Descendant just dropped a massive update, and we are diving in headfirst.
I'm stoked, honestly. This isn't just a content drop, it's a whole revamp.
Yeah, they really listened to the community this time around. Remember all those Freyna needs love posts?
Tell me about it. Well, say hello to Ultimate Freyna. She's here and she is not messing around.
Okay, so for anyone living under a rock, Freyna, she's our toxin queen, right? Melts enemies with poison.
But Ultimate Freyna, this is next level. That new toxic mixture skill module changes her whole game.
Okay, break it down for me how so. I know necrosis stacks are involved, but...
It's not just about that extra damage anymore, though that's nice. Now, each hit builds necrosis, and the more stacks, the higher Freyna's firearm attack goes. Max stacks. Boom. Bonus crit rate.
No way. So she goes from debuffer to full-blown damage dealer.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be seeing some insane damage numbers, I guarantee it.
This changes everything. And you get Ultimate Freyna through her own character quest, right?
Right. And if you finish it, you get the Old Wounds chest attachment.
Ooh, mysterious. They're keeping the specifics under wraps, but you know it's going to be good.
I have my theories. Don't worry. We'll dive into those another time. But speaking of good stuff, we got to talk about those A-B variant amorphous materials.
Oh yeah, those new crafting components. Sounds like we're going to be grinding some specific missions.
Get ready to farm, because you're going to need those materials to craft blueprints for some of Ultimate Freyna's most powerful gear. Trust me, it'll be worth it.
Oh, the grind is real. But for those upgrades, I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
But this update isn't all about Freyna, right? What about our girl Hailey?
They definitely showed her some love too, especially with that Supercooled Kiper round module. It sounds intense, right?
Supercooled Kuiper round. It's giving sci-fi action hero for sure. But I'm looking at the stats. Reduced firepower and fire rate. Is that a trade-off worth making?
Okay, at first glance, it does sound like a downgrade. But you're getting a huge boost to weak point damage and shield regeneration on successful hits. It's risky, sure, but the payoff is huge.
So high risk, high reward. Perfect for all those sharpshooters out there.
Exactly. If you can land those headshots consistently, that shield regeneration becomes your lifeline. You can play super aggressively, but still be surprisingly tanky.
Okay, I'm seeing the potential here.
Yeah.
Now, Cryogenic cluster shot. This one sounds like pure chaos.
Oh yeah, if you like crowd control, this one's for you. You hit an enemy with this cryogenic effect and boom, any nearby enemies get caught in this massive explosion of AoE damage.
AoE, meaning?
Area of effect. Think of it like a frost grenade going off. Instant crowd control. And while we're on the topic of cool new stuff, did you see the new Ultimate and Rare modules?
Oh yeah, those caught my eye. Talk about build variety.
Right. It's like the devs said, you want more build diversity. We gotcha.
For real. They added modules that boost skill power and firearm ATK, specifically for weapons that usually have low critical hit rate and damage.
Yeah.
So all those weapons that people ignored.
They just got a whole lot more interesting.
Exactly. Now you can experiment, find those hidden gems, and create some truly unique and powerful builds.
Which brings us to the Deathstalker Void Intercept battle. Oh yeah, this is not for the faint of heart. They're really upping the challenge with this one.
You think you're tough. Prove it. First, you got to beat Gluttony on hard difficulty just to unlock it. I'm already sweating.
But hey, high risk, high reward, right?
For rewards, though, we're talking the Distorted Resolve set, the Invader set, and a blueprint for the brand new ultimate weapon, the Frost Watcher. Let's be real. Those are worth fighting for.
Oh, absolutely. The Distorted Resolve set, that just screams toxic build. It's like they designed it for Ultimate Freyna.
Okay, just have to break this one down for me. What makes this set so perfect for Freyna?
Well, the two-piece bonus increases firearm attack, but only for assault rifles and SMGs. Think about it. Those are the weapons that can roll with toxic damage.
They really want us to melt faces with poison this time around, huh?
Yeah.
What about the 4-piece bonus?
Okay, so you lose some HP, right? But you get this crazy boost to your toxic skill power. And here's the kicker. Whenever you inflict a debuff on an enemy, you recover some shield. Talk about risk and reward.
So you're pushing your damage output to the limit, but that shield regen is keeping you alive. Wild.
And that's not even the best part, the exaltation effect. If you destroy a Colossus part while wearing the full Distorted Resolve set, you unleash this wave of toxic projectiles that inflict desolation on the Colossus.
Desolation. What does that even do?
It eats away at their attack power. You're not just damaging them at that point, you're crippling them.
No, that's what I call strategic.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the Invader set. This one feels a little different, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. If Distorted Resolve is all about aggressive offense, then Invader is for those who like to support.
I can get behind that. What are we looking at bonus-wise?
The 2-piece is simple, more shield for you. Who doesn't love more shield? But the 4-piece bonus, that's where it gets really interesting.
Don't hold out on me. Tell me more.
Every enemy you take down, it actually increases the duration of your tech and dimension skills.
Hold on. So the more I use those skills, the longer they last, which means I can support even more.
Bingo! It's all about strategy with this set. You're rewarded for thinking ahead, supporting your team, and controlling the battlefield with those skills.
I'm sold. Now, what about this Frostwatcher ultimate weapon? I gotta say, that thing looks incredible.
It looks amazing, and the mechanics are top-notch. Just look at the cold surveillance perk.
Okay, so cold surveillance. You land a critical hit from a distance, and it lowers the enemy's resistance to chill effects, right?
You got it. It's a gradual thing, but over time, those chill effects hit harder and last longer.
Like you're slowly turning down the thermostat until they freeze solid.
Oh.
I like it. And sub-zero sensation. That sounds interesting.
That one's all about boosting your chill skill power after landing a weak point hit from afar. Now, think about Hailey for a second.
A resident Frost Queen. I'm listening.
Specifically her chill synchronization passive.
Right. Which means she ignores the movement speed reduction from Cold Fury when she's under the effects of chill synchronization.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think I am. Imagine Hailey with the Frostwatcher rocking a build that's all about those chill effects.
She'd be unstoppable. Talk about a force to be reckoned with.
Exactly, and that's what I love about this update. It's all about those synergies, those connections between characters, skills, and gear.
The possibilities.
Yeah.
It's enough to make your head spin. But it's not just about the new stuff, right?
Yeah.
They made some quality of life changes too.
Oh yeah, tons. The devs have been listening to the community, and it really shows.
Like adding the highest difficulty setting for 13 infiltration operations.
Right. The hardcore players have been asking for a real challenge, and the devs delivered. 400% score multiplayer, can you believe that?
They weren't messing around. But hey, more risk, more rewards. High precision exchange components for everyone.
Right.
Plus those bonus rewards for taking down a commander during the invasion. Yes, please.
For sure. And you know what else they did? They finally increased the currency cap for the ETA's Eye weekend event in Albion. Remember how annoying it was to constantly hit the cap?
Don't remind me. I had to choose between dismantling and just leaving stuff behind.
Well, those days are gone. Hoard those Alba stones in Eternium to your heart's content.
Hallelujah. And hair dyeing. We can finally dye our hair.
Fashion, baby! It's all about the details. But seriously, those quality of life changes, they make a huge difference.
Totally agree. It's those little things like, remember how frustrating it was trying to find the right NPC for a quest? You'd be running around like a headless chicken.
Oh, tell me about it. Well, now you'll actually see those Quest NPC locations right there on the map. No more wasted time. And the target score for infiltration operations. That's displayed clearly in the UI now.
No more guessing games. I love it.
Yeah.
What about those invasion rewards? I could never figure out how much of the main reward I was actually going to get.
Right. It was always a mystery. Well, now they tell you the minimum acquired amount right up front. Transparency.
Finally. No more hoping for the best. And the research list. Did you see that? So much easier to use now.
So much better. No more digging through endless menus. It's fantastic. And for all the min-maxers out there, you can now get reactor drops in hard difficulty missions.
That's huge. Targeted farming. Love to see it. But enough about the good stuff. Let's talk about those annoying enemy behaviors that always trip us up.
Ah, yes, those pesky enemies. Well, remember those roly-poly and kingfisher summons in the Gluttony Intercept battle? Those guys were brutal.
Oh, they were the worst. Always interrupting my flow with those melee attacks.
Well, good news, they got toned down a bit. Their melee attacks are less frequent, so you have more breathing room. Oh, and speaking of Gluttony, remember how tough that fight was?
An understatement.
They actually nerfed it a little bit. They tweaked its HP, reduced some of its attack damage, and made the impurity mechanic a little less punishing.
Music to my ears. I might actually stand a chance now. You know what would make me even more confident going into these battles?
Let me guess. More inventory space.
You read my mind.
Well, guess what? They increased the expansion limit for both equipment inventory and storage slots by 200.
200. Now we're talking. I can finally embrace my hoarding tendencies. Oh, and I almost forgot. They also added some visual updates.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
They gave Valby's Bubble Boogie and Hailey's Sniper Sprays a fresh coat of paint. Even the Echo Swamp map got a little makeover.
Nice. And let's not forget the updated Descendant menu visuals for both Valby and Ultimate Valby. It's all about those little details. But let's be real, no update is perfect. They gotta squash some bugs.
Yeah, There are always a few bugs that slip through the cracks, right?
Yeah.
Especially with a game this big, constantly getting updated.
Yeah, for sure. I'd be more worried if there weren't any bugs, honestly. But you know what matters more than anything? How the devs handle it.
Absolutely. And I gotta say, they've been super transparent this time around, which is awesome.
Right. Like releasing that known issues list with the patch notes. Genius.
Yeah.
They're acknowledging the bugs and telling us how they're going to fix them.
Yeah, instead of just pretending everything's perfect. Like that bug in the sterile land, remember? During the invasion. Oh, don't remind me. Getting stuck there was the worst. But hey, at least they know about it and they're working on it. Communication is key.
Exactly. And that bug with the encrypted vault minigame, the one where it freezes if you open the map,
Oh, yeah, that was a pain.
gone. They squashed it. It's those small fixes that make a world of difference. Shows that they care.
Totally agree. They're not just ignoring the problems, they're actively fixing them. Makes me excited to jump back in, honestly.
Me too. This whole update just shows that they're listening. You know, it's not just about throwing new stuff at us. It's about making the experience better.
And that's what matters in the long run, right? It makes me optimistic about the future of the game, for sure.
Me too. 100%.
So big picture time, we've got Ultimate Freyna, crazy new modules, that brutal Deathstalker challenge. What's the takeaway here? Where do we even go from here?
That's the fun part, right? We get to see how it all plays out. Will Ultimate Freyna dominate? Is Frostwatcher the new meta? Who knows? We get to experiment and find out.
Exactly. This is what it's all about. Download the update, test out those builds, and most importantly, have fun with it.
And let us know what you think. What crazy strategies have you come up with? What hidden gems have you discovered? We want to hear it all.
The good, the bad, the what were they thinking? We're here for it. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the community, right? We're all in this together.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Keep those theories coming, keep grinding, and we'll see you in the next one.
That's it for this deep dive, everyone. Until next time, stay curious and keep on gaming.